Hello, hello, hello. Now then, goodness gracious, Inspector Jimmy here, giving you some very good advice that you must subscribe here to The Voice of Reason and join us at alexbelfield.com. And whatever you do, if you see a hairy Rosa who is about 12 years old and not qualified to be a policeman, probably a bent, corrupt Met officer, don't give him any lip, because you see what will happen is he will arrest you for calling him a muppet.
Very famous.
If you call me a muppet again, I will arrest you for...
Let me get out of the way, because now I'm off. I'm going to prove to you now...
Calling me a muppet is offensive.
I am going to prove to you, Inspector, on camera...
Right, you're under arrest for harassment of land.
You know what that is? That's just fucking great!
Chunky, it's the Voice of Reason for Wednesday, the peak of the week, and guess who's been here? Yes, little Harry, the ginger whinger, has been all over the country, terrorising us with his threats that we're all racist. He didn't bring his wife, she's too busy invading her own privacy over in America and making more shite TV for Netflix, telling us how to make jam at $45 a bottle. Harry came over and has unfortunately upset his brother, which is, well, part of the course, really, isn't it? That he comes here and pisses everybody off and wonders why we just wish we could go back to 1992 when everything was fine. The Queen was alive, and indeed this little boy was the flavour of the nation. You see, you get a ginger beard and suddenly it all goes a bit awry. We've got lots happening in the news. Loose women are about to be axed because nobody's watching anymore, because they get very confused about who is what, where and when and why.
Now Eddie Izzard is about to tour the UK with her solo production where she takes on the role of 23 characters. You like the challenge, don't you?
Well, can I say, for starters, one, loads of people are doing solo shows now because I think it's just more, you can control it better.
I had a fantastic day on Tuesday with Jim Davidson. We had a lovely lunch and recorded an interview, and he told me about his new ship, which is this, Lady Natasha, which has just been hired by the French to bring over more dinghy divers. They're cock-a-hoop because they're being compensated. Oh yes, it's wonderful. We're giving them money, 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 because they haven't been living to the standards to which they've become accustomed. And apparently the barracks at the four-star hotels aren't good enough, so we must give them money. By the way, that's very ironic, bearing in mind that the post office people still haven't been paid what they were owed 25 years ago. Heathrow was in lockdown yesterday. Shushy, shushy, nothing to see here. This Fokker 100 couldn't take off. No, they had to evacuate Terminal 4. It was all very, very unfortunate, but we don't need to talk about that, what's going on, why, where and when. What we do know is that this young man is on the other bus and absolutely normal. Nothing to see here. Perfectly reasonable and normal for our United Kingdom 2025. Shushy, shushy. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to join the Freedom Rally with the million people on Saturday in London. I'm banned. I'll go straight back to prison if I go. Banned by MAPPA, the mafia people for the government who say I'm too high profile and will draw too much attention to it. Instead, you'll have to go on my behalf and show your solidarity to the country. Just to let you know the man who blew up 52 people was responsible for it and went to prison for 20 years for terrorism charges. Well, he's not on tag because of his mental health. So don't worry, he can go, no problem whatsoever. Nobody would mind at all if he went, because he's not as high risk as me. Welcome to the United Kingdom 2025. I hate to say I told you so, but money makes the world go round, and I warned you that this Christmas people would be homeless. And what do we have? Just 3 weeks after I broke the story that councils were outbidding locals for properties and the rental market is about to completely crash because all available stock will be bought up by the government via councils for the dinghy divers. Sorry, I mean the travellers without anywhere to stay. Under the new Home Office rules, now led by Shamima Mahood, who's putting us all in a very bad Mahood, bearing in mind that she's the lady that stopped the ejaculation of 50 Jamaican criminals who she said should stay in the country. She voted against their removal back to where they came from. She's now head of protecting our country, which is a bit like allowing students to mark their own homework. This lady is going to be the new task force leader for saving our country. Well, let's ask this man how he feels when he came home from work to find out the locks had been changed on his doors and he's now been evicted and somebody's moving in who just happens to be a former hotel resident who is a dinghy diver. A traveller without anywhere to stay, who's now in an abode that outbid an Indigenous person.
So we've just met this guy in Uxbridge while they're putting all the flags up. Yeah. This guy has now been made homeless because he was living in a property that the people have now took back to house immigrants.
My heart is broken for this country because nothing makes sense. We can put up all the flags we like as quickly as the lefty radicals pull them down. We can try and pretend that on Saturday we have a freedom event that will actually amount to nothing because the mainstream media won't cover it and we know the truth anyway, and the politicians aren't listening. They've got another 3 years before a general election, so they don't care what goes on in the real world. They don't care that your bills are going up by 70% over 4 years, your food bills up 25%, and your income is actually down in real terms 2.8%. They don't care. We care because we're living it. We're in the real world and we have to stick together. Tonight at 9, I'm back with a phone-in where you can call me about anything at alexbelfield.com. We are OFCOM free, not PC, and there's no BS. But just be under no doubt, this country is on its arse. When Claire Rayner said that those people are scum, well, I think there's scum much higher than at the levels that she was pointing fingers at. She's now gone, and the question is who is going to come in to replace her, and will they make any difference? Everybody's crowing about getting rid of Rachel Reeves, our accountant. She puts the count, I think that's how you spell it, into accountant. But it makes no difference whether she's there or not, because there's far greater powers pulling the chains. I'm sick of it, and I'm bored of it. But it's getting worse. When you're being arrested for calling a police officer a muppet, you know that the lunatics are running the asylum. I'll see you tonight from 9, and you can get my exclusive 35-minute news at alexbelfield.com every morning at 6 a.m. I can say anything. You don't have to boo-hoo like we do here. Oh, do subscribe, by the way. We don't have to use childish words like we do here. I can say all things like bollocks and tits. Oh, it's very exciting. Top Queen, there's lots of little sparkly cocks around at the moment, and I'm thinking of selling these on the website. What it is, you see, people like Ed Sheeran are saying they're fucking right off to America. He's had enough. He says he doesn't like Great Britain anymore. Well, toodaloo love, don't let the door hit your ginger ass on the way out. If only Lily Allen would follow and little Ellie Goulding. They don't like the flag. Well, if you don't like it, don't live here. I'll help you pack. We've got lots going on with gingers, unfortunately. Little Claire Rayner ginger, Prince Harry ginger, Ed Sheeran ginger. Not doing much for the cause, love. I'm trying to get through Parliament a free blue badge for having a rusty roof, and you lot just can't behave yourselves and keep your dirty, stinking, rotten gob shut. So stop being a big, sparkly showbiz cock and keep your opinions to yourself. And Ed, good luck flying to America. I don't think it's quite a bed of roses there, if you know what I'm saying.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Then he created man and woman and dogs. Lots of things were built, destroyed, rebuilt, flooded, and built again. Then, Alex Belfield was born, forced to pleasure his majesty. Keys were thrown away, lost, found again, and placed in a holding pen. Today, Alex continues to annoy medicated lefties and supercilious fartheads all over the world by telling the truth. Now, the overnight sensation after 30 years and star of stage, screen, and his mother's back bedroom is back. God's greatest gift to free speech, humanity, and the probation service complaints department is Alex Belfield.
This is not a new jingle, so don't be a dipstick. They locked him up for words, not crimes. A tongue so sharp can handle the slime. 0.17, that's the score. The truth is a fact they can't ignore. Lefty dumbass is running scared. The voice of reason bold. Standing tall, prepared to dare. A rebel's words always live on air. Alex Belfield, voice of reason, breaking chains in every prison. Fear the man, not the small size, micro penis with fierce blue eyes. He holds a pen please be quiet. This tippy-tappy gobshitery ain't for you. Alex Belfield's voice of reason.